Megan, let's start first, okay? I check everything of your homework. All of these are correct, okay? The only thing that is wrong is question 45. So let's see question 45 together. So let's see here. Okay. This part here, you know that if there is minus and divide, then you must solve divide first, right? So, okay, so this is the part that is wrong because you went to solve the minus first. Divide change to times, you flip. Okay, then top times top, bottom times bottom. Okay, then now you can start to combine them. Okay, then not done yet because they gave you another clue, which is a square plus b square is equals to 1. So we have, if we expand this bracket, we will have a square. Okay, cannot use the same worksheet, okay? This one. So we have a square plus 2ab plus b square minus 1 over ab. Okay, then they say that a square plus b square is equals to 1. You change to 1. This one and this one add together is 1 plus 2ab minus 1 over ab. So 1 minus 1 no more. We left with 2ab over ab. And answer is 2. Okay, can you notice this is the same worksheet as I used previously, the algebraic fraction one. Question 38 to 44 is homework, so I'm just going through the last question. Hey, Money. Okay, this one is the same worksheet as the previous one, is the algebraic fraction. Can you help me write down 45? Okay, when you're done writing and no question, can you help me put a thumbs up? So the first part, okay, just have to be careful. If there is minus and divide, you start with divide first, okay, not minus. So it's always bracket first, divide or times, then plus or minus. Okay, good. Megan, when you're done, can you help me take out the making the subject worksheet? Okay, just let me explain this one more time for Kenneth and Mani. So since we start with divide first, we must flip the divide to times and then we flip the b. So top times top, bottom times bottom, you will get this. Since both denominator is the same, you can combine the top, but you can't just stop there because you can't have just a bracket like that. So we must expand it. Okay, once we expand, then they give us another clue. They say that a square plus b square is 1. So a square plus b square I change to 1. 1 minus 1 no more. So it's 2ab over ab. ab and ab cancel. You left with 2. Okay, so if at the start, right, you start with minus first, then everything will be wrong. Okay, great. Kenneth done? Okay, great. So can you guys help me take out your making the subject worksheet? If you have both worksheets already, can you put the thumbs up, okay? Great. Okay, Megan and Mani, you have this worksheet, yeah? Okay. Okay, let me start with the most basic one, okay? So making the subject is the most important algebra chapter because in subsequent math chapters, if you can't get it right, sometimes it's because when you shift around the numbers, you make some shifting mistake. Okay, so this is the most important chapter actually. Okay, so let's see the simple one. So simple one is when you have only one subject. So your subject only appear one time. So you see, they say make X the subject, your X only appear one time in the equation. So this one is the easiest one. Okay, because you just have to number one. You see, you got three terms, 1, 2, 3. Okay, terms with the subject one side, terms without the other side. So this plus C just bring over. So Y minus C equals to MX. Then slowly bring over and try to make X the subject. This is times bring over the divide. Just be careful. Always make sure that your X term, your subject term is on the left side. So I swap it first. Okay. Then I bring the M over. That's it. Okay. Mani, you got your paper ready? Okay, great. I can move on. One more time, okay? The next one. So when you see fraction, don't be scared. Same thing, identify where is your subject. Okay, your A is here. So you got three terms, 1, 2, and 3 terms with your subject one side, terms without the other side. So this one is without, this one without. You can bring minus over to plus. Okay, then make sure you have the habit, your subject is here. Make sure that this term is on the left side. So you can just write it on the left side instead. Okay, doesn't matter. A equals to 2 is 2 equals to A. You can rearrange. Okay, so when you see fraction, right, it will be better if you combine them into one fraction. Okay, so before I times, right, I just combine them into one fraction. This is over 1, so times B times B. Okay, you get GB plus C over B. Okay, then the last step, divide, bring over, you times. So, okay, when you times to the top only. Because, okay, let me just show you. Because you got GB plus C over B times D. Okay, it's top times top, bottom times bottom. So one mistake here is divide, bring over times, right? What students do, they times D on top, they times D below, cannot. Okay, when you times D, is D over 1. So top times top, bottom times bottom, you get D times GB plus C over B. Okay, make sure you got no bracket on top. So GBD plus CD over P. Okay, the answer here is wrong. You know. Okay, when you're done writing 1 and 2, can you help me put a thumbs up? Okay, good. Great. Okay, Kenneth done? All right, next one. One more time, you want to make Y the subject. Okay, so first thing first, identify your subject. This is your subject. So whenever you see a fraction, right, the first thing what we do is we cross multiply. We don't want a fraction. Okay, especially when your subject is inside the fraction, you make sure that you cross multiply and no more fractions. So 3k equals to n y plus t. Okay, then slowly your subject is inside the bracket. So bring the n over first times, bring over divide. When the n is gone, there's no need for the bracket. Okay, so by bringing the n over, you remove the bracket as well. So the last thing to do, plus bring over minus. So y is equals to 3k over n minus t. Everyone okay? For making a subject, there's not just one answer. You can have multiple answers as long as you can make y the subject. Okay, and it makes sense. Doesn't matter if this is in one fraction or not, they will still give you the answer. The only rule is you must simplify it and there can't be a bracket on top of the fraction. If you have a fraction, the top cannot have a bracket. That's it. Okay, so when you have bracket, you just make sure you expand. All right, let me let you try. Okay, you try question 4 after you're done copying. See whether you can get it. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. When you're done, you take a picture and send. Doesn't matter if your answer don't look like this. Maybe you're still correct. Okay, there's not just one answer. Okay, Mani and Kenneth can send me your working. Okay, Megan, well done. You can try question 5 first, okay? Mani and Megan, sorry, Mani and Kenneth can do. Okay, let me go through. So if you want to make all the subject, okay, we must shift first. So this one plus bring over, minus with subject one side, without subject one side. Okay, then this is times bring over, just divide. So EO that's it. Okay, next one. So now we make it a bit more difficult. There is more than one term with the subject. So now we see they want me to make P the subject, right? There is P here, there is P here. So what we can do is same thing, terms with subject one side, without subject one side. So plus bring over, minus, okay, with P one side, without P one side. Then we factorize out the P, and then we divide. Times bring over, divide. You get your answer. All right. Okay, next one. So now you have a fraction. Same thing, we don't want the fraction, we cross multiply first. So B minus P equals to XP. And then P is a subject, so identify where's the subject. Terms with subject one side, without one side. So P one side, no P one side. Minus bring over, plus. Okay, so minus bring over plus. Then once all my subject is one side, we can factorize out the subject and then just bring over. So this one times bring over divide. Okay, so the last step is always just to bring the bracket over. While you bring over, make sure that subject is on the left side. Don't I'm at making the subject, okay? When you're done copying, can you help me put a thumbs up? I give Don some time to copy. Can you help me try question 7? Okay, Don, when you're done copying 5 and 6, you let me know. Just put a thumbs up. Okay. Okay, Kenneth also try question 7. Oh, Don, this is making the subject, this one. Okay. Sunny and Dawn, when you're done copying 5 and 6, you just put a thumbs up, okay? Good. Okay. Sunny also try 7 first, yeah? Dawn, can you find your paper? All right, okay. Done, huh? Okay, so now let's see question 7. So whenever you see making the subject question, first thing you identify what is your subject. So express A means A is your subject. Underline your subject first. Okay, so every time when you see that your subject is in a fraction, you break the fraction first. So the first thing we do is to cross multiply. So 2A plus Z. Remember when you write Z, help me put a line. A times Y plus X. Okay, then expand the bracket first. Okay, then you identify your subject again. So A is here, and here. So subject one side, no subject one side. So everything with A one side, everything without A one side, you just have to shift this one plus over to become minus. So Z equals to AY plus AX minus 2A. Okay. Once all of your subject is one side, all of your A is one side, you can just, then you know it's the second last step really. You just have to factorize A out. And then the bracket, this is times, bring over, divide. So okay, then just make sure your subject you write on the left side, don't write on the right side. So just write like that. That is your answer. Okay, move on. One last one. You want to make Y the subject. You have Y here and Y here. The first thing what we do, cross multiply. Always break the fraction first. Okay, make sure that there's no fraction. Expand the bracket. Then identify your subject one more time, here and here. Okay, so every time when you shift, right, make sure that there's as little negative as possible to prevent careless mistakes. So what we can do, right, even though I like my Y to be on the left side, but you see when you bring this over is minus, when you bring 4x over is minus, there's too many minus really. Okay, so what we can do is minus 5 bring over become plus, then this one bring over become minus. Okay, there's only one minus in this case. So, okay, make sure when you shift, you get lesser negative like that. Okay, then it's easier to do. So, all my Y is one side, no Y one side, I know that I'm at my second last step. So, second last step, take out my Y. And then final step, bracket bring over, divide. So y is equals to 4x plus 5 over a minus 3x. Okay, this answer is not preferable. Remember, we want as little negative as possible. The negative here can actually be brought down. Then you can flip the bracket. Okay, it will be more preferable this way. When you're done with 7 and 8 and no question, can you help me put a thumbs up? Not so fast on. Okay, good. Okay, Megan and Dawn, y'all can try question 9 first, okay? Kenneth and Mani, if you have any questions, you can let me know. Okay, great. Everyone is good. Okay, so now, again, they want to make B the subject. First thing you do, ask yourself, where is B? So B is here. Then, in this case, right, just now I say that if there is a fraction, first thing, cross multiply and get rid of fraction. Now there's no fraction, but there's a square root. So same thing, you want to get rid of the square root, you square both sides. So if it's square root, you square both sides. Cube root, you cube both sides. Then you can get rid, okay? So you get B square. When you square a square root, you left in everything inside of the square root. So you get 2ig minus B square. Then you'll know what to do. B one side, no B one side. So minus bring over plus. B square plus B square is 2B square. Okay, make B square the subject, divide by 2. Divide by 2, you can cancel. Then last step, to get rid of square, you need to square root. Okay, every time you square root, you must put plus minus. So when to put plus minus? Okay, it's when you do square root or you do root 4, root 6. Okay, and so on. As long as the root number is even, you need to put plus minus. If the root number is odd, cube, 5, 7, don't have to put plus minus. Everybody okay? When you're done, can you help me put a thumbs up? Thank you. Great. All right. So same thing. Now you have fraction, you have square root. So one by one. Okay. First thing, when you see fraction, you don't want the fraction, you cross multiply. 2e is equals to square root. Okay, your subject is inside the square root. So you don't want the square root, you square both sides. Okay, this square belongs to 2e. So it's 4e squared. Okay, remember last lesson I reminded you, if in between is plus or minus, and then you went to square, you can't put the square in, you must expand the bracket. But if in between is times or divide, then the square belongs to both. Okay, only when in between two terms is times or divide, you can put the power in. Okay, so this other part, you square a square root, you left with inside the square root. Okay, so now very easy already. We just have to minus bring over plus, make B the subject, and then to get rid of square root, okay, be careful, you write your subject on the left side first. To get rid of square, you square root. When you square root, must put plus minus. All right. Everybody okay so far? Okay, let me see. Okay, one more question before I let you try. Okay, so let's see 11. So just now I say if it's square root, you square both sides. Now it is cube root, we cube both sides. Okay, so b cube. When you cube here, it's just b cube. When you cube your cube root, you just left with inside. Then, remember, if there is a fraction, we cross multiply, we don't want the fraction. Okay, ask yourself, where is your subject? A is the subject. So your subject is inside the bracket. We must break the bracket first. Okay, divide, bring over, times, bring over, divide. The bracket is gone. When there's nothing in front, the bracket is gone. Okay, then slowly try to make A the subject, minus, bring over, plus. So while I do that, I make A square on the left side. And then final step, you got a square there. You just square root the whole thing. And then when you square root, you know what to do. When you square root, you must put a plus minus. Okay, let's see if you can see. Okay, when you're done with 10 and 11, no question, can you help me do, I'll come back to this page, 12, 13. Okay, can you help me do 12 and 13 first? Okay, so part A is always subbing number, very easy, make sure you sub correctly, put in the calculator, you get the answer. When everyone is done with 10 and 11, can you help me put a thumbs up? You done? Okay, try the next one first. Okay, good. All done, All right, question 12, be careful, okay? I'll let you try. 12 and 13, I give you some time to finish. Okay, can you try to finish by 10:45 and then take a picture to send me? Okay, be careful. Got square root, square both sides. If you got fraction, you don't want, you cross multiply. All right. Can the rest also send me your working for 12 and 13? When you're done, okay, you can try the practice questions. You can start trying the practice questions too. Okay, Kenneth and Money, if you cannot do, never mind. You just take a picture and send me first, okay? So, okay, done, well done. Now you go on to do question 14 first. Okay, so for part A, if you get stuck here, first thing when you see there is a square root. So to get rid of the square root, you square both sides. Okay, then you want to make A the subject. So first thing again, you see a fraction. You don't want the fraction, you cross multiply. So B square. In this case, you need to break the bracket because your subject is inside the bracket. So okay, then this is the part you have to make A the subject. So A one side, no A one side. As you shift, try to make as little negative as possible. Minus bring over plus, minus bring over plus. As long as you're making negative into positive, you're reducing your negative. Okay, once all of the A is one side, you know that there's a second last step. So once all of the A is one side, you can factorize the A out. Okay, factorize your subject out. Then last step is to bring the bracket over. So it will be, okay, this over the bracket. But make sure that your subject is on the left side. Okay, for part B, when you want to find the value of A, you can use your answer here. Just copy. And then sub answer. Okay, usually I will try to simplify first, then key calculator, so I don't make any careless mistake. Okay. Okay, Kenneth and Money, I think I haven't finished 13 yet. I give you more time. Okay. Can you help me finish 13? Then when everyone is done until question 19, I'll give you guys a small break. Okay, try to finish until here. Okay, finish until 19, take a picture and send me. If anything along the way, you get stuck or you're not sure if your answer is correct, take a picture and send me. Okay. If not, you can just send me when after you're done with these 6 questions. Okay, so 13, I think you are stuck at the part B part. So let me just go through here. Okay, so first thing to get rid of the square root, we square both sides. Okay, so y square is equals to z minus 5x over 3x. Cross multiply. You will get that. Then slowly, subject one side, no subject one side, minus bring over plus. Okay, then factorize out your subject. Okay, so from here, this is the part where you guys always make mistake, right? So if you see times, when you bring over divide, okay, it goes to the bottom. So it's z divide by the bracket, okay? So this is on top, this one is below, because this is times, you bring over divide, it goes to the bottom. So at the bottom. Kenneth, okay? Kenneth, you okay? Okay, great. Money, okay, huh? Kenneth, when you're done with 13, can you take a picture of 12 and 13 semi? All right, then y'all can go on to doing 14 and 14 to 19. Okay, good. Be careful, okay? Identify your subject. If there is fraction, cross multiply. If there is square root or cube root, you square both sides or cube both sides. Guys, can I give you more time until 11:10? You try to finish until question 19. Okay. All right, let me go through a bit of 19b. Okay, if you haven't reached 19b, it's okay. You can take a look here first. So, all right. Okay, this one shouldn't be R. This one should be E. Okay, one value of E that cannot be fitted into the equation and explain why. So, if we look at E, right? Okay, if you look at E here, a fraction cannot be negative. Sorry, a fraction at the bottom here cannot be equals to 0. Correct. Nothing can be divided by 0. So 8e minus 1 cannot be equals to 0. So 8e, just slowly bring over, cannot be equals to 1 over 8. That's it. Okay, so E cannot be equals to 1 over. One more, E cannot be equals to 0 as well, because here there is a E at the bottom. Okay, or you can say for E cannot be equals to 0. So E cannot be equals to 0. They ask you to name one value, so either of the value is correct. All right. Any more questions? Okay, done. Very good. When you're done with writing down this one, you can go for a break. You come back by about 11:20. Okay, come back by 11:20. The rest, I guess almost done. Okay, Megan and Money, y'all, any questions can do? Kenneth also can do or not? If you got stuck anywhere, please let me know, okay? You just take a picture and send me. Okay, great. Megan, well done. You can go for a break, okay? Come back by 11:20. Okay, Money 14 is correct. 15 you got stuck, is it? You answered a bit wrong, right? Okay, Money, your part A, your part 15 answer is correct. Just that, right? All you need to do is to take out the negative because you got too many negative. So you can take out the negative. Okay, remember negative can bring down. So you just bring down the negative. And then when you sub in the negative, that means you flip the bracket. You will get exactly the same thing here. So answer is correct. Don't worry. Okay. Your answer is not wrong. Okay. Just that some teachers, they like it in simplest form, means as little negative as possible. So every time when you see so many negative, right, you just have to factorize and then bring down or bring up. Okay. Kenneth can show me where are you at now? Okay. So let me go through 14 now. So if you see, we can cross multiply because we don't want fraction, right? So we cross multiply. Then we expand the bracket. Okay, identify where is your subject. M is the subject. So subject here, subject here. What you can do is minus, bring over plus. This is positive, bring over minus. So you got 6m minus jm is x minus jn. Okay, once all your subject is one side, you know that, okay, second last step, you just have to factorize your subject. Then this bracket you don't want times bring over, divide. Bracket always at the bottom. So over 6 minus j. This is the same as this, doesn't matter. Okay, it's the same. So if your answer is different, don't worry, just take a picture and send me, help me check, okay? Okay, Money and Kenneth can. Kenneth can do 15, Money can do 16. Okay, if you're stuck again at the next question, can you send it to me? Okay, Dawn and Megan, are you guys back? If you are back, can you help me put a thumbs up? Dawn, you back?
Yeah, 5 more minutes.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
all right. Megan, can you start doing 20 onwards? Okay. Any questions, let me know. Money, your 16 and 17 are both correct. Okay, can go on, can do 18. Okay, Kenneth, so you're working, right? Can continue from here, you can get the answer here. Okay, just that there's too many negative, then you just simplify, you get lesser negative. Money can do 18. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. Now, can everyone see here for question 22? Okay. So, if you haven't finished until 22, it's okay. After I go through 22, you just help me write down and then continue where you stop at. Okay. So, everyone see question 22. Now, if you see here, half y means, right, actually is top times top, bottom times bottom is y over 2. Okay. Then once you do this, then it's easier. All you need to do is to get rid of the square root by squaring both sides. Okay, then you will know what to do. Just cross multiply. Okay. X one side, no X one side. 12 bring over minus 12. Okay, so 12 bring over minus 12, negative bring over positive. All the X one side, no X one side. This is your second last step. Again, take out your subject. And then bracket bring over. Remember your bracket is at the bottom, not on top. Okay, answer. Can you help me write down?
Shouldn't the 6 be 16?
Oh, yes, correct. Thank you. Mhm. Okay. Done, okay, ah?
Yep.
Okay, great. Kenneth and Mani, can y'all do the question that y'all doing? Okay, you can send it to me when you're done. Okay, let me scroll up a bit. Kenneth, you send me your 18 and 19, can? Money, can you do 21 and 20? Can send me? Okay, let me go through 17. If you're done with 17, you can move on. Okay, so question 17, you want to make A the subject. First thing, cross multiply. Okay, so B, A minus x squared equals to x squared A minus x. Then make sure you expand the bracket because the subject is inside the bracket. So AB minus BX squared. And then A is your subject. So subject one side, no subject one side. Plus bring over minus, minus bring over plus. Okay, once you reach here, all the subject one side is your second last step. Factorize your subject out, form a bracket, and then just shift your bracket over. Bracket is always at the bottom. That's it. Okay, Don and Megan can do the remaining questions. Okay, let me know if you get stuck. Kenneth, 18, okay? Okay, great. Megan and Don, if you finish until the last question, everything okay, Fanny, you can go early, okay? Don and Megan, which question are you at now?
Twenty-six B.
26.
B.
Okay, good. Don,
What we say?
which question are you doing now?
I'm still at 26.
Okay,
Ah.
good. When you guys are done with 26, can you help me take a picture of 23 to 26 and then send it to me? Okay, Mani, when you're done with 21, you take a picture of 20 to 22 and send it to me also, okay? Okay, question 19, let me go through if you got stuck here. So first thing again, you see a fraction, you cross multiply. Then, okay, subject one side, no subject one side. So plus bring over minus, minus bring over plus. Okay, then you take out your subject. Then last step, bracket bring over. So be careful if when you factorize out D, it's 1, not 0. Nani, are you done with 23? Okay, help me take picture of this one, can? 20 to 22. Okay, Money. For question 21, you need to square your answer. You need to square root your answer, okay? They want W the subject, not W square. Then for 22, right, you cannot have fraction in a fraction. So your final answer has a fraction. That's why it's a bit weird. Okay, can you help me write down this one? It's better if you change it to y over 2. Okay, write this as y over 2. And then you cross multiply. There is no more fraction. Okay, so remember, final answer cannot have fraction in a fraction. Okay, while you copy, can I go through question 26? Okay, question 26 for part A. I want to make B the subject. So first thing, subject one side, no subject one side. Okay, then what I can do is on the right side, I make into one fraction. So we make denominator the same, times I times G over IG. Okay, so if I want B the subject, I flip the fraction here, right? I can flip the fraction also. So B over 1 is equals to IG over I minus G. Okay, so B over 1 is just B lah. Answer. Okay, Megan, you done with 27 and 28?
I'm at 28A.
Okay, good. Okay, Kenneth and Money, when you're done writing down 22, can you help me put a thumbs up? All right, great. Okay. Before you do 23, can you help me write down 26 first? This part. Okay. Dawn, you send me 23 to 26 first, okay? Okay, Megan, everything is good. Just that for 28B, help me put a plus minus, okay? Then the rest is correct. You can go. Well done. Dawn, you almost done? 28 and 20, 27 and 28. Dawn.
Uh, yeah, I think almost done already.
Okay, you take a picture of everything and send me, can?
Okay, okay.
Kenneth and Money, which question you at now?
25.
25, huh? Very good. You take a picture, send me, can? When you're done with 25. Kenneth, eh?
21.
Okay. Can do or not 21? You need my help?
Still trying.
Okay. Okay. Then let's look at 25. Okay. Last one already, huh? So first thing, I'm going to make A the subject. Okay, this plus 5 we bring over first. Okay, why I do that? So I can create fraction over fraction. Cross multiply. So BA square minus 5B equals to B minus A square. Then we make A the subject. So A one side, no A one side. Okay, so last step. B plus 5B is 6B. Okay, then times bring over divide. Square, then you square root. When you square root, remember to put plus minus. This is 25. Okay, I don't hold you back for too long. Can you guys bring this back and complete by tomorrow? Okay, and send it to me. So the questions that you haven't complete, you just help me take a picture of 22 all the way to 28 and send it to me. Okay, any questions can let me know. Okay, Don, you take a picture. All right. Hey, no, 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 Don, wait. You almost done already. Finish lah. We finished 28. Okay, the rest, can you help me copy this one and put a thumbs up when you're done with 25 and 26.
I sent you already. Can go
Oh,
already, right?
okay, can go already. Bye-bye.
Okay, cool.
Kenneth and Bundy, done copying 25 and 26. Okay, great. Okay, Kenneth, the rest do as homework. I see you tomorrow. Send me by tomorrow, okay?
Can.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bunny, you okay? Bunny?
Done.
Done, ah? All right, take a picture of the remaining and send me, okay? Don't skip 24.
I don't know how to do 24.
You sure? Okay, I give you clue. I give you clue. The 2, right, is times. So when you bring over is divide. Okay, then how to get rid of square root? How to get rid of square root?
Bring it over.
No, you square both sides. Okay, so b squared over 4. When you square a square root, you left the inside. Okay, then you see fraction equals to fraction. You can cross multiply, and I believe in how to do from here.
Okay.
Okay, send me the remaining one and then by next lesson, okay?
Okay.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.